Hi, I'm April from Learn, Do, Become, and here on the channel I teach how to build a command central, which is what you see behind me. But I get a lot of messages from people saying, oh, I can't build mine until I have all of the supplies that you have. So today I'm going to replace my command central with strictly cardboard items that I already have around the house, and I'm going to change out my planner for a simple spiral bound notebook. I will work on it for a week and I'll let you know how it goes. But first today, I'm going to show you how I make the transformation. I'm going to switch out my planner for this spiral notebook, and in order to do that, I need to share how I actually use my planner and what goes in it. I mainly use it for appointments, tasks for specific days, and for my context-based next actions list. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to recreate it here. I also use it as my wallet, so that's the part that's a little trickier. I'm actually going to remove the things from my planner that are wallet material and just put them in my purse. So I'll show you how that works. All right, in my planner, I keep track of my actual appointments or things I have scheduled, and I keep track of my tasks. So I want to do the same thing, and I'm just going to do 1 page per day rather than a weekly review. So for example, today is Wednesday, November 8th. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down here. And then I'm going to have this top part. I'm just going to put like AM, PM, meaning the afternoon, and then I'll do like evening. So this is where I'm going to record any of my appointments. And then I'm going to make a little line here, and I'm going to have this be tasks for today. All right. The reason this is important is because I want to have very specific tasks I need to get done and be able to see what I need to do, where I need to be, and that's going to feel very simple. And then what I'll do is just make 1 page for each day. One of my favorite parts of my planner is my next actions list, which has very specific tasks organized by where I am when I'm getting them done. And I keep this as a little bookmark. Now, because I'm going to be using this notebook, the bookmark isn't going to work really well, but I have this little sticky notepad, and it's the perfect size. So I made all the next actions on the pad, and this fits perfectly right here inside the cover. So what I can do is, as I'm working in my planner, I can either just always keep this in the cover and keep adding pages, or I can take pages out and just put them in the recycle bin when I finish, depending on if I want to keep them or not. But this way I have my next actions, appointments, and tasks all in just a little notebook that I can keep in my purse. Now, I mentioned that I use my planner as a wallet as well. So I have like my driver's license and some credit cards and some cash and like my library card and things like that in there. So I am going to miss having that with me. So what I'm going to do is take out the things that I will need, and then I'll just put them in the little zipper pocket of my purse so I can have my purse and this little notebook, and I think I'll be good to go. All right, I'm now going to close up my planner and say goodbye for a week, and I'm going to use this little notebook in my purse. This chalkboard holds all my current projects, but we're going to move it to just this sheet of paper, so I'll make the switch. Now, this part behind me, I was a little bit nervous wondering what I was going to do, because I could get a variety of cereal boxes or other boxes and stack them and put them all together. But instead, I decided I'm just going to have 1 box as an inbox, and then I'm going to use a banker box to hold my current project support materials, my tickler, my someday, and my incubation. All of those things are just essentially file folders. So I'm going to put them here in the box, but I'm going to get out some sticky notes and just differentiate them so that when I open the box, I easily can find exactly what I need. Okay, so all of these things are totally empty, all my cubbies. I'm going to move all of these things into the closet. Now, this is my new inbox, and this banker box now holds Everything from my current project support materials to the tickler to someday to incubation, it's all in here, it's labeled. I can easily find what I need. I'm just going to make a quick replacement. Okay, so now I just have my notebook, a cardboard box for an inbox, and a bigger cardboard box for everything else. I just want to emphasize that the point is to get the energy and the excitement and the clarity of mind. And that can happen whether you have your ideal supplies or not. So I'm going to dive into this week. While I do miss my Command Central and miss my planner, I have 100% confidence that this week's going to be amazing, and I will follow up in 7 days. All right, it's been over a week using just a simple notebook as my planner and a box and another box for my full Command Central. I have 2 things that really surprised me that I'm excited to share. So number one, when I started using this instead of a planner, I thought I was going to be really sad. I realized it was the first week since I was 13 years old that I didn't carry a planner with me. So that was a huge change. But the funny thing was, is I just had it in this little purse. It usually holds my planner. And I noticed that it was so much lighter. It was just so much easier. And I was kind of laughing, talking to my daughters and saying, you know, I actually kind of like just having a little notebook. It's so simple. And my daughter, Aaliyah, said, yeah, what if you just use your phone? You could do that too. So I just want to emphasize there are some benefits to just either going totally digital or not having a full planner. So that actually was kind of nice. The second thing that surprised me is that because my box kind of had everything put away, so I wasn't looking at all of my files in my cubbies, and because I didn't have my whole planner that had all of my other things in it, I found that I just had a lot of brain space to just focus on actually doing my projects and doing my tasks. So I got them all done really well last week, and it was a very productive week. So I was a little bit upset by that because I love my planner and I love my whole setup. I am going to go back to it, but here are a few things that I learned. So one of the things that I noticed is the reason why this little box worked so well, for holding all the things that were in my full Command Central is because my brain already knows where the distinct parts are. Sometimes if you just see a box of folders and you don't know how to use the full Command Central system, you might just feel like, oh, it's just a bunch of stuff, and it might feel like a pile. But to me, my brain already maps things like, here's my current project support materials, here's incubation, here's tickler, right? So there were a couple times I needed to pop in the box, put something away, and in my mind I'm visualizing my full Command Central and just putting it where it goes. So yes, either way it can work, but I do think that when your brain can know this is for incubating, this is for someday, this is for tickler, that type of thing, it helps you map things faster. So I do love having all the distinct parts. There are 3 things that I did with my little notebook planner to make it more functional during this week and a half. So the first thing I did is I put my current projects list on a sticky note inside because typically I have it on my bookmark in my planner and I just recognized I missed having it on the go. I just like to look at my projects. I have them posted here in the office, but I wanted them here as well. So I added that little sticky note. Then at first I was doing just 1 page per day. So every day I would have a schedule, my tasks, and that worked I guess I did that for most of the week. But here's a little adaptation that I just made the other day. I decided to just do a full week on 1 page, just like my weekly planner. And I just like this so much better because I enjoy seeing the entire week at a glance and being able to just add tasks in there. That's why right now I'm really preferring the weekly planner, because even on a digital calendar, you can't see every little thing for a whole week. It'll maybe show you pieces, especially if you're just using your phone. So just having it turned this way and then having the days really was helpful. And then the last thing I did is I just used the back for things like my grocery list, for notes at church, for little journals, things like that. And I just worked from the back page and started moving. And that was really helpful as well. I talk a lot about creating my week, and I found that right before I put my week together, if I could create the week and organize things like my exercise and work projects and reading and social and family activities and all of that, then when I put all that together, I'm able to create the week and put it all here. It was so fun. So I'm going to be saying goodbye to this little notebook and going back to my planner and back to my main system. But a couple things I've learned is, number one, I'm going to simplify everything. Like, I'm going to go through all my folders. I recognize I don't really need that much. I like having it, but it can be very simple. Same thing with my planner. And then I really like bringing my own personality into my planner. I love the markers or stickers or cards or things like that. That's just fun for me. So I am going to keep those things. I just want to encourage you to get started wherever you are. Literally, I was super productive and happy and was able to maintain everything with this little notebook and a couple cardboard boxes. And you can do that too. And then if you want to make it prettier or more fancy or more personalized, that's awesome. But you can get organized today, and we're just here to help you at Learn, Do, Become. And look what's in my inbox. The Franklin Planner catalog, just in time for Christmas.